Inevitably, I'm going to get asked, isn't Qt built on C++? Does that mean Qt can use or cannot use the standard library way of doing things? Absolutely, it can. You can interchange them very, very easily, as we're about to demonstrate. So in this video, we're talking about C++ standard handling. You're going to see this quite a bit in just plain old generic C++ code, and you may even see this in Qt code. Notice I said Qt code, not C++ code. The applications you write with Qt are in C++, but they're Qt. They won't really compile in just normal C++ without Qt and all the libs and all the goodness installed. So let's go ahead and just demonstrate here. I've got our function do division, which has got our little bit of code which has been problematic for us, where we're trusting C++ to see in a value, and if the user enter garbage, of course it's 0, and we get this nasty division by 0 error. And we want to convert this into a little bit safer code. So I'm going to just grab all of this, and you can right click refactor and notice nothing. Oh, it's super frustrating that it doesn't have like the option. This is what I mean by a lot of Qt really doesn't help you figure out error handling. It's not really baked into the IDE where most things really are. So to get around that, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to say try, and we're going to do this try catch block, and it's going to bug me the way those brackets are. So I'm just going to break those out. And then we can just simply take the code, cut it, and we can paste it right here. The IDE is smart enough to indent it. Now we can do a little something here. And I'm going to say std, and we want the exception class, and I want to get that class. From here, I'm going to say Q warning. And I see this quite a bit when I'm reviewing somebody else's Qt code, where they'll kind of mix and match the standard library in Qt, which is perfectly fine. There's really nothing wrong with this. We're going to return false. So you notice how we have multiple returns. So we're saying basically we're only going to throw a standard library exception, and if we do, we're going to return false. Otherwise, if we get to the end of this try block, we're returning true. There is our loop. So now it is up to us, the developer, you guessed it, to throw things. I'm going to say if value equals 0, then I want to throw std, and I want an invalid argument. Now, the problem when we get into the standard library land is it gets very, very finicky. Someone here is going to say, well, you really shouldn't use invalid argument because it's not an argument. This would be if the maximum was wrong. Oh, that's frustrating. But we can still use it, even though someone out there is going to say we shouldn't. It's just how it is. It's part of life. So we can grab this, and let's say greater than 5, just to demonstrate here. And then we can say out of range. I'm not going to give you an exhaustive explanation of every single class that's out there, but there's a lot baked right into the standard library, and you can mix and match them as you want. And let's go ahead and say should be less than 5. From here, it's actually very simple. What we can do is save run and just test this out. Oh, I've got a horrible misspelling there. Go ahead and fix that misspelling real quick, just because it'll bug me if I don't. Now let's save and run. So let's say 4, 5, 6 should be less than 5. This is what I mean by the standard library is very powerful, and yes, you can mix and match. Let's go ahead and put in some garbage and see this cannot divide by 0. There you go. It just works. It's seamless. So Qt is built upon C++. C++ comes with the standard library, and yes, you can mix and match the code as you see fit. Now, there is a huge argument or holy war out there among developers about which one you should be using. So if you use the wrong one, as I have done intentionally in this scenario, expect people to just completely flame you on forums and say, why are you using this one and not that one? But you can see they do basically the same thing. Some of these classes do have some built-in logic, especially if you build your own class inheriting the standard library class. You gotta be a little bit careful, but at their core, they all fundamentally really just let you figure out what happened.